Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex. And now Luke Cage is the last member of the Defenders that I have not yet maxed out. I transcended Iron Fist, we tier 3 Daredevil, we transcended Jessica Jones, and I have to say this update with the Defenders, Icarus over there in the corner crying, but this update with the Defenders has been so good for building synergistic teams. Right, leaderships that only buff the Defenders, Defenders ability, Defenders passives, Defenders uniform effects. I just love how these characters all fit together, and it feels like each character that you're building up, not only are they good on their own, maybe some are better than others, but they also just work so well cohesively in a group, and they also work really well as a group for either PvE or PvP. So it's not just one particular game mode or one particular function that you have, it's widespread throughout the game. So I really love what they've done this month with the Awakening characters, on top of the fact that they didn't do the Elsa, Silk, Heimdall treatment, right? We didn't get a lame Luke Cage uniform or a lame Jessica Jones uniform or a lame Iron Fist uniform for that matter. All three of the transcended characters are good in their own right, even if their best bet is being a top quality support. I think Jewel's going to end up sort of taking that crown, and surprisingly, I don't think that Luke Cage is just a support. I was sort of planning on Awakening and transcending Luke Cage anyways. I'd already gotten his uniform to Mythic, but then I watched Godzillinator's video. If you guys have not seen his video, it's amazing. His reaction to how much damage Luke Cage is putting out on stage 19 of Null is fantastic. So go hit up that video and check out Godzillinator's reaction. It's really great. It's right at the beginning of the video as well. Now, here's the thing. I don't have 1000% Pierce like Godzillinator, so I don't think my Luke Cage is going to be quite as mesmerizing. I also don't have stage 19 of Null unlocked. I'm not at stage. I'm not at that stage yet. I'm at stage like 12 or whatever. But we are going to be transcending Luke Cage right now, and then we are going to be testing him out in PvP to start. I know PvP is not the most fun game mode, but we get to see Luke Cage punching Sentry in the face. It's going to be pretty sweet, okay? We've got a CTP of regeneration on him right now. I had already slapped on this CTP of regeneration before I knew about the CTP discount because I had been rocking this team right here. So his stats are a little bit inflated because of the additional team-up bonuses. You're like, whoa, his HP is still really good. Even if I swap teams, he's got 55,700 base HP, and this is just level 70 with a regen and some Uru. He's not transcended or awakened yet. When he's transcended, if you look at his base stats, okay, look at this. 22,000 HP. Press that button there if my fat fingers can do it. 43,000. He almost doubles his base HP. So there's Luke Cage's running around out there with 100k HP in PvE without a CTP of regen, without a defensive CTP. So that means in timeline battle, you could rock well over 200k, possibly 300k. He's sort of like a mini Hulk in a way. It's really fun, and he's actually not bad for PvP. He's got a heal, he's got 50% chance to penetrate with iframe ignore, which is a very potent combo. He doesn't have he has like, actually, dang, he does have, I was gonna say he doesn't have incapacitation on many skills, but he's got it on ground slam. That's really good to know. And then he's got that fabled accumulation, that Sharon Rogers accumulation. So anyways, I honestly think, like Iron Fist, he's a little bit of a dark horse. I think that sneak peek we got with Iron Fist and Luke Cage was sort of hinting to us that those were going to be the two best characters of the update when all was said and done. Poor Jessica Jones and poor Daredevil. But anyways, the old Power Fist, Power Man, Iron Fist combo, Power Fist. They've got it. So let's go ahead and awaken him. I grinded out this week's squad battle runs early so that I could get the awakening crystals for it. But as you can see, I'm still short. So we're going to sort of go through the process here. But I purchased the remainder of the Defender's Relay. That's why my crystals jumped up to 30,000. That's why I have 7,000 CCF. I dropped like 300 bucks buying the step 5 and step 6 to get these extra tier 3 mats so that I can do this. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Someone also pointed out on Reddit, I just want to say this, that the skills and the animations of the Defenders all feel like the way MFF used to be. And I'm not saying that like MFF was a better game 4 years ago, but one thing that the game has sort of struggled a little bit with is bombastic animations that are just screen covering. Doctor Strange, Namor, you know, just like there's effects everywhere and you're like, where's the character? You feel like you're, you know, a geriatric, looking, you know, through your thick horn-rimmed glasses, trying to find the character, but you can't. But with these characters, it's sort of like a throwback to when characters just would, you know, punch and kick, and there wouldn't be these crazy, overly flashy animations. Like, the animations still have substance and style to them, right? Like, he's warming up his shoulder, he starts glowing, right? There's still this superhero feel to it, this sort of larger than life feel, but it's not blinding, right? It's not sensory overload inducing. So anywho, we want to transcend the potential now, but we've got to get his gears to 25. We've also got to level up Unbreakable Justice. Now, here's the thing. I'm short again. I'm 228 out of 350. So we're going to have to go dip into the piggy bank here of my timeline battle tokens. And we're actually going to purchase, I've done the math ahead of time just to save myself the agony. I need 222. I need 222 Awakening Crystals in order to be able to get his skill to level 6, and then also to transcend him at the very end, because there's another 100 crystal purchases. In total, it's 800 Awakening Crystals that you need. So I'm going to need to purchase the 50 4 times. There's 1, 2. This is the very first time I'm ever spending my Advanced Glory tokens. 3, 4. So that cost me a pretty penny. That cost me 1,000. And then I'm going to have to buy the 25 one once. The cost is all the same. You don't get a discount for buying in bulk, so you don't have to worry about it. I sort of appreciate that they just have those different amounts there. They could also put a slider in there for you to just punch in the exact number that you want, but whatever. So we're going to go ahead and level this up. We're going to be left with 103 Awakening Crystals, which is then the 100 that we need. So we level up the skill. The effects of the skill aren't too, you know, mind-blowing. You've got the ignore dodge, you've got the debuff removal, you've got the damage proc, the 50% damage proc. But, you know, you're doing this so that you can get that juicy stat bump. Now we're going to have to level up his gears. We've got 4,000 of each of these resources, again, because I purchased that those packs. I have this, you know, this spike in my resources from like 1,000 to 4,000. Hopefully, when I press this button, we're not going to have the same drama that we had with Icarus. I mean, I know what's going to happen, right? But I just don't want to see a bunch of 25s. Okay, so keep it under 20. Okay, we're good, okay, yeah. Perfect. If we can keep everything under 20, every upgrade under 20, then we'll be fine. Because we still have the mid-month tier 3 to go around. I've obviously ramped up my spending in this game lately, if you can't tell. But, oh, beautiful Luke Cage. Do it up for me, baby. Yeah, but I really feel like the game is going in the right direction. I feel like they're listening to the players. And I feel like they are working harder than ever, not only to bring us really good content with stuff like Mephisto, but also to... Ooh, 7 on it. But also to rework all of these classic characters. Like, if you just go back and take the last, you know, year, 14 months, the last year and a bit of updates, and you just count all the characters that were bad, that got transcended, right? Thor, Loki, Valkyrie, like, it's... Bro, it's like 40 characters. It's literally like another game's worth of characters. Another game's worth of their roster was just in reworks in the last year-ish for MFF. So I really feel like they're tuned into the right frequency right now. And so hopefully they will see that, okay, there's the first 22, it's not bad, and then 21. Okay, you know what? I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. But hopefully they see that, you know, they're doing the right things, they're making the right decisions in games, they're being generous with rewards, players are spending more. And hopefully that correlates and it continues to correlate. Obviously, if not, then we have to take a different course. But, you know, for now, it's I think it's the right move. For me, anyways. So, and plus I get to bring you guys all this dope content, and these characters are super fun to play with. So here we go. We're going to transcend his potential. Look at that. 90,000 HP. It's not quite double, okay? It's not quite double, but 90k base HP. That is bananas. And then his physical attack goes up by 12k, which is not bad at all, considering then it's going to get multiplied, right, by 225% if he gets maximum accumulation. So that his stat is going to skyrocket. So let's go. Luke Cage was looking real tiny down there. This is a bit of a weird perspective shift there, but almost 32,000 HP. Really, really nice for Harlem's Guardian. So let's throw him into some PvP action here. He may still get clobbered by Sentry because that's just who Sentry is. what we're gonna do, I'm not gonna worry too much about his build right now. I just want to jump him into some content. I'll work on it later. We'll also be swapping the CTP of regen off, and I'll probably give him like an energy or something like that to try him out in some actual PvE context. He's better than we initially thought. But let me go jump in right now with this team, and we're gonna basically try to sacrifice Jessica Jones because she's not gonna be as useful here. Ooh, that's a double buff team. Let's go for some non-double buff teams. These guys may still have insane stats, and this team is still kind of carried by 300k HP. Wow. Accumulate and then iframe ignore and rip him. No? Okay, but he's tanky, man. He's tanky. He just doesn't quite have enough damage. But look at this. He's throwing down. He's throwing down. Oh. He killed him. Wow. He killed him. He's trying to get that third skill off. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh! Look at him eat through. Look at him eat through the regen. Are you kidding me, ladies and gentlemen? Accumulate and then crush him. Boom! Break him down. Make him hurt. We're gonna make them power bombs. What was that, Rocky 4? Look at that. Boom! I'm gonna make them power bombs. And then finish in style. Are you kidding me, ladies and gentlemen? Have you ever seen anything more sweet than a man in a crisp black and yellow suit cranking his shoulder and then just punching Superman in the face multiple times, and then Superman just crumples over like a bag of chips? I'm sorry, IML, but we might have to do some I am Luke Cage here. Ooh, I don't think I'm bold enough to go after a blast Jean Grey. Okay, let me see if I can find a slightly different team. Okay, let's see how he handles kiting Silver Surfer. You gotta admit though, Luke Cage was absolute hot garbage. He was absolute hot garbage. Now look at him tanking all this damage. Hey, what's up, Silver Surfer? Sayonara. Look at that, bro. He's so tanky. 300k HP from the bleachers. He's so tanky though. Oh no, he died. Okay, I got a little bit too aggressive. I was hoping I could save his awakening skill and pop that on Sentry as soon as he jumped in. I thought that would be really, really nice. But we'll get old Daredevil to finish him off. But again, this team up works, right? You've got all these synergies working in tandem. You've got 10% max HP from the Daredevil Jessica Jones team up and the Luke Cage Jessica Jones team up. You've got all the Jessica Jones passive buffs. Like, Jessica Jones is holding this team together. She's the weakest offensively, but defensively and offensively, like in terms of buffing them, she's holding this team together. She's like Colossus on steroids for the defenders specifically. So again, it's an expensive team to build up if you just want to do what I'm doing here, but the payoff seems kind of real, man. Yo, this team right here is only good, like, Ebony's only providing a buff against universals. I don't got no universals on my team, dog. I don't got no universals on my team. The beginning of the fight is rough because, as you can see, Sunshine Man does a lot of damage at the beginning. Oh, okay, too much damage there. All right, it's a shame. This guy's got a reforged CTP, so this might end in tragedy for me. Ooh, the counterattack. Yeah, that's basically the only thing I think Luke Cage is missing, is that counterattack. And I wish his his fifth skill had more than a 50% chance to penetrate. I think that's what's really going to hold you back a little bit with having Luke Cage like actually solo different enemies, is going to be the fact that man, I just destroyed my voice. But anyways, because it's only a 50% chance to penetrate when he's punching with the fifth skill, you may run into issues where, or you may sort of see a little bit of inconsistency where sometimes it pops off and he just runs, like he just melts the enemy, right? Because it's just always landing on the 50%, and then other times you may always land on the 0, and then he's not penetrating. He's got to chew through the regen shield or whatever it may be. See, this is unlucky, but Luke Cage tanks it, man. All right, let's start punching back. No. Yeah, see, this is kind of what's annoying about MFF PvP with it, which I think a lot of people don't like, is sometimes your character just gets locked in guard break animations. There's a bit too much of that in the game, and so that kind of ruins your expectation of fun, and it also kind of ruins the fight because the character, instead of fighting back, they just end up standing there, which is what makes counterattack skills so good, right? Because you're sort of wanting to get hit. It's a bit of a shame that I can't quite feature Luke Cage as much as I want in this in these PvP matches more recently, but you saw him take down a couple teams already. It's just tough to start off against a sentry that's all juiced out like this. You know, with these reforged CTPs, whereas he's just got a regular. Okay, true. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes things are just kind of wonky, but yeah. And again, this whole team is being held up by each other. So Iron Fist, or not Iron Fist, sorry, he's the one out. Luke Cage is giving Daredevil the debuff immunity and the physical immunity, which, you know, counts for something against some enemies. And then you've got all those team ups. So yeah, I have a lot of fun with this team in PvP. Those actually weren't even my real fights. Those were just, I was just queuing up for oh boy. I was just queuing up for random matches. Let me actually queue up for a real fight. I know I'm playing manually, but let me queue up for a real fight here and see. Let me put everything on the line here and see if we can squeak out a win. Okay, 220,000 is not too bad. Okay. Oh, the penetration there is gonna hurt. Yep. Yeah, super unlucky. Super unlucky that we couldn't stop Sentry from doing the 5. The combo he's pulling off is just like, it's really rough, man. He accumulates and he sets himself up to just penetrate with the 5, and that's what slays Luke. If I could climb into the 5th skill faster and start interrupting him and stuff, then it's a different story. But without that, yeah. But yeah, Daredevil's good too. It's a good team. It's just a bit frustrating how oppressive Silver Surfer, not Silver Surfer, Sentry can be. He makes PvP a little bit unfun sometimes, kind of like Jean Grey, where it's just like when he catches you in that combo, you just get locked up and your character is just like stun locked to oblivion. We know guard break immunity doesn't actually help against those things. So that's where, again, if you wanted to take it a step further, I'm not going to reforge the CTP of regen, but if you had a reforged CTP of regeneration and you had that penetration, that chance to interrupt, there would be situations where Sentry would be pulling that combo off on Luke Cage and sort of locking him, and you would break out of it, and then Luke Cage could counterattack. Because he has enough defenses, and he's tanky enough to withstand the first barrage, that first onslaught, right? It's just that maybe I don't have enough attack speed or what have you to land hits before. Maybe I shouldn't be opening with 3 because it's got like a kind of a slow animation. Maybe I should start immediately with 5. Start interrupting him, start applying the fracture if I can or whatever, or start with the 4 to try to eliminate the debuff immunity. I need to practice more with him is what I'm saying, but yeah, let me know what you guys think of Luke Cage and this amazing Uptown Transcended rework for him. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.